gambling, and they're like a hot roller on the crap table, and all you hear is the screaming. You see the table's really full, and you see all these people around because they're trying to see who's winning this money. This is in any situation in Las Vegas. Well, this particular, evening, Tupac is at the crap table. He's winning, and the crowd just started like from the front of the table, and he got like this, and he got like this, and he got like this, until the crowd was just big. It was enormous. Tupac asked me to find out what time we were going to go to the fight. Well, I didn't have a radio to call Reggie Wright, nor did Michael Moore have a radio to call Reggie Wright. So Pac asked me to go over to the payphone to call Reggie. I went over to call Reggie to find out what time we were going to go to the fight that night, the Mike Tyson Bruce Seldon fight. And by the time I got from hanging up the phone with Reggie, finding out the information, I go back to the same table that Pac was at, and he was gone. I got back over to the Luxor. I saw Pac walking around by himself. So I called Michael Moore on the house phone and said, hey, get back down here because Pac is getting ready to want to take off and everything, and he's upset about Reggie. Have you talked to Reggie? And Michael said, no, I haven't talked to Reggie at this particular point. Okay, so when Michael Moore got back downstairs, he met us. I told him where we were at. He came back downstairs, and Pac said, Frank, go upstairs, change clothes, and I'm going to go with you, change clothes. Michael Moore, you stay with me while Frank changes. So I was going to go back after changing downstairs to meet Pac. Pac had already changed. Michael Moore had to go change clothes, and Pac said, Michael, come over to the MGM and meet us over there by the Grand Arena, entrance. Well, in between this time, Pac and I caught a cab and went over to the MGM. While we were at the MGM out in the arena right there waiting to go in, so I had the MGM security walk us behind and walk us around, and we're waiting for Michael Moore to show up. At that point in time, I had lost all communication with Michael Moore. I didn't know whether he was coming, what was going on, or anything. Pac was real antsy. He was like, where's Suge at? Where's Suge? Why come Suge in here? He's looking at the time and stuff, and he's getting closer for the fight to start at this point. People are going in. Now, remember, I had already called Reggie and let him know that Pac was expecting Michael Moore to be with us. So Reggie knew there was confusion. I even saw people from California that knew me that came up to me and started talking to me. Suge got there with a couple of people that was with him, whoever it was that had the tickets, and we went in to the fight right as the national anthem was playing. Mike Tyson gets in the ring, knocks Bruce Seldon out with like 50 seconds or something like that. Yeah. Tyson was Pac's homeboy, and to see Tyson in the ring doing his thing, whooping up on Bruce Seldon. Pac was excited. He was jumping up and he was, saying what he was saying. Everybody, getting excited about a fight. And that continued from the seats into the back of the area where the boxers come back in at after the fight is over. And he, got back there and he's just going off, man, 50 blows, 50, man, knock them out. After the Seldon fight, Suge wanted to go ahead and leave, and Pac was ready to go, obviously, as well. So we walked out of the back area. Mike Tyson never came in the back, so we never met up with Mike. We ended up leaving. As we left out of the fight arena area, as we got out into the casino area again, one of Suge's guys, his name is Trevon, came over and whispered in Tupac's right ear, because I was standing on Tupac's left. Tupac took off and ran as I took off behind him, and the rest of the entourage is behind me. Tupac comes to, at this time, I don't know who it was, now being Orlando Anderson, standing by this planter, just like waiting. And Pac just ran up on him, and then Orlando Anderson swung back. At this time, Pac's medallion broke. When he reached down and grabbed the medallion, I grabbed him and got him out of the fight. by the time the entourage who was behind me had gotten there, the footage that is from the MGM everyone sees, Orlando Anderson's on the ground and everybody's kicking at him, beating him down, or whatever. That's what took place right after we walked out of the fight. Orlando Anderson was standing in an elevator lobby by this tree. You can't see him from the main casino on account that there are walls all over the elevator lobby. So when we met Trayvon and the rest of the group, I had no idea how on a crowded casino floor they saw this guy. Now, I never knew who Orlando Anderson was. It's just like kind of, funny, ironic, whatever you want to call it. Orlando Anderson wasn't staying at the MGM. So I don't know why he was where he was, because I knew the way to the MGM because I was in the MGM walking around earlier looking for everyone. I knew how to walk us out of the MGM to the entrance. And I walked us out of the entrance. As the tape shows, I'm in front, Pac and Suge, and everybody's following me now. It took us about an hour and a half to get to Suge's house, but we only stayed in his house for a few minutes. As I walked over to the car, Tupac handed me the keys and said, no, go drive the Lexus with your homies because you're going to be over at the club partying and you're going to be the designated driver, so you go drive with them. We always followed the artists because most artists are felons that was with the record label. They had cases. They had some type of legal pending things going on, and we as security didn't want to be caught up and mixed up in any incidents that could possibly have happened with them while they were behind the wheel driving. When I saw the white Cadillac pulling up to Tupac and Suge, it was no different than any other car that was gonna come up to a red light and, stop. Only thing different about the Cadillac pulling up is that I noticed that it was getting a little bit closer to the car. No alarm, because there was, other cars pulling up to him and, the groupie kind of situation. And from my point of view, all I could see was the arm coming. K-Dub and Trayvon, who were in front of the BMW, took off, and I ran up to the back of the BMW. As I was approaching the BMW, as I got about to the trunk, the car did a U-turn. As I was approaching him, the blood was shooting up out of his head, right? So I'm yelling, let him up, let him up. He's with us. He's part of the entourage. So the cops go, who are you? I go, I'm the bodyguard. I go, I was with them. I'm the bodyguard. I go, he's a victim here. So they let him up. And when they let him up, Tupac is still sitting in the passenger seat. The door is still closed. The paramedics are over there trying to open the door along with the police. They can't get the door open. So Suge says, I can do it, it's my car, I'll open it. The door was actually stuck. So Suge got over there, opened the door, and we pulled Pac out of the car. When we pulled him out of the car, we lined him down on the side of the car, and I'm kneeling down at this time, and I'm talking to him like, Pac, man, Pac. And he's like, he's trying to breathe. And then he goes, I can't breathe.